Alright, now I'm going to start talking. The reason why I'm up here is to document Faulkner Chapman and also preserve the old gym that used to be Chapman Middle School when I went to when I was a kid, before they burned it down in 2005. What we're looking at is the original gym, auditorium, and also this part right here is and was the band room where I learned how to play the flute and the piccolo under Judy Smith, who was our band director, which we went 4th and 5th place to state. We were really competitive, and the rest of the school, as you see, well, there is no school. It used to be Chapman Middle School. The logo was Phil Sheridan, General Phil Sheridan, and the colors were green and yellow. So what you're looking at right here was a walkway that went to this the west end of the building, where there was a lobby, a corridor which had vending machines, and if you go to the right, it would take you to the gym. And down here, this vicinity was a baseball field where kids would play soccer, play roughhouse each other in a playful manner. And I remember Lifeline used to come out here and Lifeline people out because of the space that was there. And over here, from I remember, was Mrs. Henley's room, and that was the room where I learned 7th and 8th grade science. And then down over here, it was the library, which I did find a picture of it in the Sun, a local newspaper archive that the Sheridan Library has right now. But yeah, this is was the west end, and there's a playground in the back when I was young, but now it looks like there's a playground right there. So right where I'm standing was the main entrance to Chapman Middle School, and to the right was the office, the principal's office, and of course down there were some other classrooms, and then there was the library for the school, and to the left was the cafeteria, and in the very back over there close to the church was the room where Al Ashcroft was the school counselor at the time, and that's where some kids would go. And a room that was behind the cafeteria, going that direction, was another counselor room where there was a school counselor when I was in 5th grade, and it was a small room. Oh no, I'm sorry. So the room that was back there was the detention center. That was what it was called, was detention center. That room in the very back was the school counselor's room. And I remembered a lot of times where I went to a counselor to get help because of some social challenges. I'll just say social challenges. And whenever I had people go in there, kids that were just, mean to people, just aspirated things and made things worse. But yeah, this is what was left of Chapman Middle School, home of the Generals. Mascot was Philip Sheridan. Here's another wide view of the school property, which, keep in mind, is a public property. It's not privately owned. So I can take pictures of it legally. And there's no kids out, which makes it even better. Here's the New Hope Christian Center Assemblies of God Church. And here's Faulkner Chapman property. Here is Sheridan's Mennonite Church. It's located just slightly down the hill from the Faulkner Chapman School. Here's our power plant. Here is where our Portland General Electric vehicles are parked. So here's our Portland General Electric substation. And you can see I am on the sidewalk, well, the curb technically. Here's our local secondhand store. Here's the Myers Woodline Incorporated mill. Here is the Japanese program's building. From what I heard, the Japanese program lost their what do you call that, their mandate or something? No, they lost their charter. I think it was this year they lost it. So our numbers are recording this building and preserving it. Here is the Sheridan Church of the Nazarene. There's the road to Ballston and the Sheridan prison. So right now we're at the vicinity of the Sheridan High School. Right now we're looking at the Sheridan Opportunity House. There's a new playground they installed. We're looking at the new gym. Well, new to me at the time. There's the stadium right there, the blue building. There's the high school football field. Here's the Adventist Health Medical Office Building. Here's another view of the field. It looks like there's a game today. Alright everybody, thank you for watching. Today it is September 3rd, 2021 in Sheridan, Oregon.